Okay, so I just got back from watching The Challenger, the new tennis movie with Zendaya. Let's talk about it.
I'm taking such good care of my little white boys.
The Challengers is a tennis movie slash love story, love triangle, and it tries to wrap them all in together, and you know what? It doesn't work. This is not a spoiler. I'm just going to give you my opinion. I'm going to not give you any of the big details, but the premise of the movie. So when these kids are young, Zendaya being one of them, they meet and they are very much drawn to each other, all three of them. The two guys grown up being best friends, ever since they were kids. And then, of course, a girl comes between them. Now, I can recognize what this movie is. It's a ploy for money to put a sexy Zendaya out there. And don't get me wrong, she is mighty sexy. They do show her form a great bit. Don't really show much of her. Let's just say what it is. They don't show the top half. They don't show the bottom half. But they do show her butt. For all you guys that's what you're waiting to hear, that's what it is. Very sexy butt. But that's all. And they show way too much full frontal male nudity. And you're just like, I don't need to see all that. I just don't. Now, I've not seen a lot of tennis movies, but I think at the end of this movie is when they really tried to make it look a lot like a video game with their shot. They tried to do like first person, like with the Wii, when you had the Wii Sport, and they tried to make it all shaky. They tried to make a lot of their scenes seem super like action-packed. The way they did that is by just putting very fast music with a very fast tempo in it and fooling the viewer into thinking, oh, there's a lot of action. No, there's tennis and a love triangle. And let me just say, you're not going to really remember the actors besides Zendaya. You're just not. Now, you will like this movie if you're a young girl. I'm going to say this like if you're watching the Barbie movie. If you're a young girl, you're a pretty guy, you'll like to go see, like I said, Zendaya. But otherwise, the story falls flat. And I just have to say this, the ending is atrocious. It's an open-ending ending. I think I said all that, right? It's an open-ended ending, meaning there's usually two reasons to do this. The first one, everyone knows, is to kick off the start of a sequel. That's not what this is. It's a story. So generally, if it's done for art reasons, that means the director or the writer does it so that, you can think about, oh, why did they do this? Why did they do that? This one, they just left it wide open. And you're just like, I just wasted 2 hours and 11 minutes of my life on this movie. And it was horrible. Why are the movies so long when they don't have to be? They could have cut out a good 30 minutes of that movie and still had the same effect. And how do I want to put this? Zendaya in this movie is not a good person. Her character does not deserve any sympathy. There is one part that happens to her that's in the trailer. This is not spoilerish. There's a part in the trailer where it shows her getting hurt, and she is not able to play tennis any longer. So she then becomes a coach to her then boyfriend and whatever else that happens later in the movie. Okay, so the story does get convoluted because of all this love triangle, and it does not ever bring itself back together because it goes back and forth in time, meaning there's time jumps that wants to try to explain things, and then you don't know exactly what point you're in, and then at the end you're just like, is this 8 years ago? Is this now? It never actually says, and then it just ends. Just like I'm going to do with this review, because I don't need to keep going with it. I just want you to tell me, if you watch this movie, after you watch this movie, come back and leave a comment and tell me, what did you think of the ending? Am I wrong in saying that the ending was horrible? Let me know. I really want to know. And subscribe to me and tell me if you like any of the other reviews I've done. But until next time, next week, whenever I do the next review, I usually do one a week at least. Let me know if you like his stuff. But until then, I'll see you at the theater. I'll see you on my couch. And I'll see you where I'm watching a movie or TV show. Bye, everybody.